I traveled to Hong Kong recently, or rather, I lived there for 2 weeks. And what started as a usual trip to visit all the touristy places slowly turned into a journey of rediscovering what travel was all about. But before we dive into this video, I want you to know something. These experiences and perspectives are solely mine. And instead of taking my word for it, why don't you step out? Experience the world around you, do some absolutely crazy stuff, and come up with your own observations. We call moving across places travel, but are we really not travelers of time? Think about it. We are born on this planet, we live our childhood. We get busy figuring out life and its meaning as we move through adulthood. And one day, in our old age, we depart. Sometimes we get so consumed with clearing what's next on the to-do list that we forget life is happening to us right now. Not something that happened yesterday, not something that will happen tomorrow, but right now. And that's what I realized while I was in Hong Kong. You see, we look at traveling as taking a vacation, some time off from our daily routines. We buy new clothes, plan our stays, take those mandatory photos at the must-visit places we found through Instagram, find those fancy restaurants to dine in, and basically, you know how the list goes on. And while doing all of this, we unconsciously reduce the meaning of travel to merely checking off yet another to-do list. But is that what travel was ever supposed to be? For the longest time, humans were nomads. We traveled in search of food, shelter, better opportunities. Traveling wasn't an option, it was a lifestyle. But over the last 100 years or so, as industrialization changed the way we lived, traveling slowly became something optional instead of something natural. Have you noticed that whenever you're traveling, you're in this mental state where you're relaxed and truly enjoying the moment? You even say, I wish I could do this full time. You see, the world has changed rapidly over the past century, but our biology hasn't changed nearly as much. And here's the thing. During those moments when you wish you could extend your trip by just one more day, maybe you're not wanting to do something different. Maybe you're simply gravitating back to a way of living that was always natural to us. For the first 5 days in Hong Kong, I was doing exactly what everyone does, checking off the places on my list. And then I had a realization. If I'm going where I want to go, seeing what I want to see, eating what I want to eat, am I really traveling? Or am I disguising control over myself in the name of traveling? Maybe I'm trying to control life based on what I've already heard or seen, and in doing so, blocking myself from the experiences that could happen if I simply lived in the present. And maybe that's exactly what the universe was waiting for me to realize. So over the next week, I let go of the list, kept my phone aside, and started talking to people, whether it was someone in my hostel or someone on a random street. Talking to my couchsurfing host got me to Sai Kung, and when I say I haven't visited a place like this before, I mean it. With an absolute certainty that I'd get to know, I reached out to an experiential company for a collaboration in exchange for a boat tour. And to my surprise, not only did they agree, they later told me it had become one of the most successful collaborations they've had in recent times. Sometimes, all it takes is asking. One afternoon, while walking through Causeway Bay, I walked up to two college girls and said, Hey, I'm visiting Hong Kong. If there's just one local delicacy you'd recommend, where should I go? That one conversation led me to a tiny restaurant hidden in one of the bylanes. No fancy interiors, no viral recommendations, just really good food. I ended up sharing a table with a local in his 70s over a bowl of the yummiest fishball soup I've ever had. And somewhere during our conversation, he told me about Stanley. How he used to go there with his then girlfriend, now his wife, whenever they had a day off from work. I don't know why, but stories like these stay with me much longer than landmarks ever do. Later that evening, back at my hostel, I mentioned about Stanley to Darren. He's from South Africa and has traveled to Hong Kong multiple times. He told me, there are multiple ways to get there, but take the bus through Tai Tham Road. The views are unbelievable. So that's exactly what I did. As the bus rolled through the hills towards Stanley, I got a message from Darren. He said he was having a major FOMO and would join me for lunch soon. And the sight of Stanley he showed me, I would have never discovered on my own. Through all these experiences, I rediscovered what traveling and living in the present was always supposed to be about. We've been conditioned since childhood not to trust strangers, to always have a plan, to know exactly what comes next. And maybe that's useful sometimes, but somewhere along the way, we also start controlling our life instead of experiencing it. And not every experience is meant to be good. Some will make you, others might break you. But it is the journey you want to take that slowly shapes who you become. And it is through observing and experiencing that journey firsthand that real wisdom begins to emerge. As I look back at those 2 weeks in Hong Kong, I don't remember that checklist. I remember the conversations, the shared meals, the bus rides, the unexpected yes, the stories, the people. And maybe that's what traveling has always been about. Traveling through places, through time, through life. Before this video comes to an end, I want you to pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Appreciate how far you've come. Pat yourself on the back for the person you've become through this journey. And as you move forward in life, every once in a while, give yourself the permission to get lost intentionally. Because sometimes it is only when we stop trying to control every step that life shows us a path we could have never planned ourselves. Take a deep breath. I'll be waiting for you in the comments.